Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. The barbarians are at the gates of Rome as we are here recreating the sack of Rome in 410 AD, and we have some fiery balls of justice coming in on these Romans here. We do have 4 Western Roman Empire armies here defending against 4 Visigoth armies as we recreate the sack of Rome with Attila Total War. And yes, as you may know from the title, well, the sack of Rome is a successful battle for the Visigoths. I mean, they do in fact sack it, helping to bring down the downfall of the Roman Empire. It doesn't actually bring down the end of the Western Roman Empire. It lasts about another 40 years, shockingly. The Visigoths actually leave Rome kind of pretty intact. Don't really damage it too much, and kind of move on. And yeah, it was led by their leader Alaric, who was the king of the Visigoths at the time, and yeah, they defeated Honorius, who was sort of the emperor. It was the emperor at the time. So yes, we do have a mod on for this one. We actually have one mod on called Roman Expansion, which adds a load of new units for the Romans, because you know what? It's always good to freshen up rosters and make it a bit more interesting. Like the Attila one's okay, but it's always good to add new units. And this Roman expansion adds a load of new Roman units. So we have the Celtae Seniores here, which is one of the elite tier 3 infantry sword units that is already being shelled by artillery here today. I'll see if I can find a few other ones. We have Herculani Seniores. These are like normal, but we have the Brachyte Seniores Palatine, which is a new unit with the mod that gets added in. It looks quite cool. Looks like a medium sort of like, well, it's heavy infantry, but it looks, you know, relatively good. What else have we got here that's new? We've got these Facentes Seniores. They also are a new unit. They look great, actually. I really like the unit of this. They got the like the armor on the shoulders looking great. But there are a whole load of new units as well. We got Fodiatri Swordsman. Definitely butchered that name, but they're like allied swords. Like usually these guys are made up of like Germans that have joined the Roman army and have decided to fight for Rome instead of against it. But yes, if you're enjoying the historical battles at the moment and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As you can see, Rome is on fire quite significantly here today. We do have escalation level up 1, so it's level 1. Damage is already at 43%, so morale is being affected here. It's -8, and so is melee attack and melee defense. We have some Legio here waiting. Look at this. They're like, "You are men of Rome. Whatever comes through that gate, you will stand your ground and you will face it." And they got their like little javies ready. They've like the Romans don't have pilum anymore. They use like these darts instead, which are, I guess, maybe a bit easier to throw. I don't know really. We've got Elite Palatina here as well. We've got some good units. We've got some Septimani Seniores here, along with Elite Palatina coming by. But yeah, these Septimani Seniores, an elite spear unit. They're also a unit that's added with the mod. Looking great there with Rome burning in behind it. We've got Elite Ballistari. Crossbows actually kind of quite effective in this in the game. They're not like in Dawn Days or something like that. They are actually, you know, quite worthwhile. But yeah, Western Auxilia Palatina, they're getting ready as well. They're a solid unit. I mean, the Romans have got really good units, which is one of the reasons why Escalation is on, to try and balance it out and give the Visigoths a good chance. And we have Gothic Warband here getting ready. I mean, the nasty units that you need to worry about if you were a Roman at this time. And we've got actually Gothic Palatina defectors. So we have, you know, men that were fighting for the Romans have now changed side. They have Roman shields, as you can see here. They are actually a very good unit. But the unit you need to worry about is this one here, the Thracian Oathsworn. They have a big falx here, and they are nasty. They've got some really good melee stats, incredibly, really good. And like any shock infantry, though, they are very vulnerable to arrows. They have only a double-handed sword, so yeah, very vulnerable in that situation. We have Dramatic Band getting ready. Look like they're getting focused down by some Ballistari. Yeah, the Romans are stacking the troops up here. It is a pretty good defense, that is for sure. But yes, if you want to get involved in some of these scenarios as well, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description, and yeah, you are very more than welcome to join as this battle's slowly getting underway. I mean, it seems like the Goths are taking their time and coming forward, which is fair enough. They have got some substantial walls to attack, even if there are a few breach points. It's still looking pretty damn scary. I wouldn't want to assault. We've got Ballistari over here getting ready. I mean, the Gothic Palatina defectors here already get a lot of casualties and just coming in just to try and take just take some ground. I mean, yeah, they're getting hit hard here as well. They look great. I mean, the shield wall as well. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, what we got over here, we got some more Foederati spears. Again, with like the fire behind them, really giving that like the whole like idea that like Rome is on fire, like it is being sacked and looted. These guys actually do have like proper javies though. Funny enough, actually. I wonder if they have like less javelins, whether like if they have a large javelin, whether they have less ammo. But here we go. We do have the Germanic Spearmasters going in now. They are taking on the cohorts here. Well, they're not quite yet. They're actually going to knock down the barricade first, and then do the rest of the damage. I mean, these cohorts probably easy enough to break through. They are one of the lower tier units. Spearmasters here. I mean, they are quite a good spear unit. Be interested to see how they do on the attack. That is for sure. These bridges are going to be tough to assault across a single choke point, and like archers and crossbows can help. The defenders much better than the attackers can be helped by their range, and the spears here, look at them ready to go, looking great. They really are. Western Auxiliary Palatine is one of my favorite looking units. I think just because it looks really like simple, like the black and the red as well really goes together very nicely. But yeah, their stats as well are really good. They're a reliable unit, that is for sure. Yeah, the spears haven't engaged over there, but we have got Gothic Warband now going to engage. They're actually jabbing with the Foederati spears here, getting ready to go in. And the first casualties of the battle are taking place. And they're being hit by javelins. And I imagine, yep, here we go. The Gothic Warband are engaging now. And this is where the sack of Rome begins. Can the Visigoths break through these lines? We will find out. Foederati spears, even for now, but that might change as the charge takes effect. And then these boys go. Well, look, the Gothic Warband look pretty good, to be fair. I mean, their shields look really... It's an interesting shape. Sure, we don't see more shields like that in other, like, mods. Yeah, these guys losing instantly. I mean, they're in square as well, so the whole unit's not really engaged. Which is probably a disadvantage as well to them. Over on this side, yeah, still waiting for the spears to break through. And we are seeing a bit of a fight here on the bridge as well. So we have Germanic Warband here. They are beating these Foederati swordsmen, but... I mean, they're getting assisted by the towers up there. These Attila towers, boy, they fire like machine guns. Yeah, in go the Goths, and they will try and do their best. Yeah, already losing decisive with these guys. I mean, they will probably be quickly chopped down. I mean, what we're defending in here, yeah, more of these Foederati swords. Again, having a similar fate facing off against these axes. But they've clearly got probably pretty good melee attack. I mean, I imagine they do, being an axe unit. But yeah, they're chopping through these Romans. Medium melee, I mean, yeah, they're going to get outmatched. There are more of them over here. And we've got normal Germanic swords coming in as well. So, I mean, yeah, they're really throwing in the elites. Well, I'd be saying they're elites. They're tier 2. Tier 1. I mean, they should break through these guys, I'd imagine. There's a lot of Foederati swords actually over here. And we have noble Foederati javelin men. So, they might do okay in combat. They seem like they're fairly heavily armored. But they could, you know, handle themselves. But we'll see. But that's also a, I believe, I don't know, that sounds like it might be a unit that's unique to the mod, that's for sure. But yeah, the spears engaged over here as well. The cohorts engage with these spears. I mean, they should do okay. Cohorts are still one of the lower tier sword units. And there we go, we have Gothic Lancers now racing on in. And there is a Scorpion back here, or a Cairo Ballista is actually called, that is available to take out. I mean, there's nothing defending this this bridge, and the cavalry already getting the attack order going for that as the spears have been broken over here. We do have more engagements now across the city starting to take place. Elite Palatina here, absolutely annihilating the swords down here. Yeah, these guys are not messing about. These Elite Palatina are a... very, very nasty unit. One of the best units available to the Western Roman Empire. And they are taking names, that is for sure. But I mean, they're making some breakthroughs over here. Another elite Palatine has been broken here. Though. I mean, the elite Palatine is losing, though. It seems like it's taking a lot of swords down with them. These noble Germanic swords are being beaten back, and more of Rome still burns down. By the way, I mean, just temples and buildings that have stood for centuries now being brought down by the Gothic fury. Seems like a lot. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going to be... Oh, they're fighting on the wall over here. This is actually different. I haven't seen any of the Romans defend the wall yet. The great Roman walls have been abandoned. Germanic crossbows, though, could get on the walls and maybe support their attacking allies down there. But yeah, we have the Western Auxilia Palatina fighting down there. Looks like they're taking on these Germanic nobles. They should do okay, I imagine. I like how this guy's just minding his own business, and his friends next to him is probably like, Clive! Or more of a Roman name. I don't know. Brutus, come and help us. The Germans are here with a vengeance. So we actually, one thing that the Goths do have, which the Romans do not, is pikes. Gothic pikemen. And these guys, I mean, they're only light, but they are pikes. And I'm interested to see how well they do in choke points and stuff, whether they get used effectively. But yeah, that could be an advantage for sure over the Romans, who are lacking pikes here today. They're really blobbing up with the Celts, the Goths down here, mixing my peoples up here. We've got the elite Palatine actually landing, trying to take on the Romans on the wall here. Seems like they're breaking a fair amount of these Germanic band. Oh yikes! Yeah, a lot of Germanic band breaking here. That is not good to see. Yeah, I have a lot of missile-based units back here. It seems like they are well trained on those units there. The cavalry did in fact take out that Carro Ballista, did a good job of that, and is now battling in the streets over here. I mean, this light cavalry unit is deep in enemy lines. It's taking on a Scole Palatina. So a really elite cavalry unit that is like probably the last noblemen of Rome here. And they are fighting for their lives. But yeah, I mean, the Romans defending these bridges fairly effectively, doing their best, it seems, to try and beat the Goths back, as you can see here. Gothic Palatina defectors taking on these Celtae Signores. And then we've got Herculani Signores, and a solid sword infantry unit as well. Looks like it's going to try and support the fight here. And these archers or crossbows just flying in right now. I mean, they're just like focusing these units down with as many bolts as possible, trying to do what damage they can. I mean, all these javies and all these missiles that the Romans have available is really turning this fight around. These Gothic Palatina are being evaporated. We're talking of evaporating. The Roman defense over here are starting to also falter. These Foederati swords are thinning out, but so are the attackers at the moment. It seems like the Goths might need to send in some fresh faces and some fresh blades. Because there's plenty of... Actually, there's still Foederati swords on this side. There's a whole nother bunch of Goths on their way. We have Germanic warband being sent in here. Some angry men with some big axes. And, I mean, they are encircling the Romans, but they themselves could be encircled here by the Goths. But it seems to be doing the effect. They look like they're breaking the Goths down here. These Germanic swords are starting to waver. Yeah, I mean, the tower's been destroyed as well, which must be a pain for the Goths, because, I mean, it's still the towers. They just break and just destroy and kill, like, so many of your own men. It's kind of a bit just counterproductive, I feel. And, yeah, the elite Palatina actually did win down here, but my gosh, was it at a cost. There was a lot of dead Romans there. I mean, the Palatina units come out with 40 men left. Yeah, not too much of a great survival rate in the streets of Rome here, if you're a Goth or you're a Roman. And we'll try, and there we go, get a good angle of this fight on the wall here, as more of these elite Palatina fight it out. And the spears are broken on the wall here, these Western Auxilia Palatina, yet they're running for their lives. Germanic band over here as well, taking the tower. I wonder if they took it and then crush these spears. It's quite possible. We do have Germanic archers over here. I guess they're just maybe going to try and get some shots off on some of these units. I don't know. But yeah, the Romans got plenty more units waiting. A lot of these javies over here as well. The Romans obviously famous for their javies. Ravenna Elite Ballistari. I wonder if that's a that might be a new unit with the submod. Honestly, don't know with crossbows. Can never really remember, but it sounds like it might be. But yeah, Ravenna, a very famous fortress of the Western Romans that they had. Managed to withstand many a siege. Becomes actually the Western Roman Empire capital. Because of its defensiveness at quite a few points. Rome at this point I don't think is the capital. It's just quite a symbolic thing to take Rome. Obviously being the center of the empire for so long. But yeah, Rome has been replaced by the capital by Milan at this point. And then obviously, as I said, Ravenna. We have a big push now coming across this river as we have Germanic horses here waiting. There are some Foederati spears here as well, trying to counter the cav spears. Obviously, even if it's a crap spear unit like this, very good at countering cav. And we have some fire arrows coming in as well. I don't know if they're really trying to route the cav with fire arrows. It's not going to be effective, that's for sure. I'd imagine. This cav is fairly healthy and happy. Maybe if it gets weakened. I mean, all I'm thinking is the fire arrows will do is possibly set their own city alight. I don't know if they can do that, but I imagine they can. But we have these Celte Signores here still battling it out here for the for this bridge. I was just actually interested to see how many men started this fight. There were 12,000 on either side, so this is a 24,000 man battle. It's insane. The Germanic warband are eventually losing. They're just getting beaten by these very heavy melee infantry. The Romans at the moment, you know, they're making a good stand. We've got Bracte Signores now coming up. And what are they facing? Germanic warband. And in they go. They're going to fight you. The bright blue shields. They'll be covered in red blood soon. The blood of Goths and Romans. They're engaged over there. I mean, the Romans losing here. I mean, these, what are these? The Festenti Signores. They're getting focused down by arrows, I think. Yeah, elite Germanic archers here. Focusing these guys down. I mean, the other unit here is in like a testudo. They seem safe enough. They're getting these arrows easily. The Romans done testudo for many a year. They know what they're doing there. But yeah, these this sword unit here kind of getting outmatched, I think, by these defectors that the Goths have got available to them. But yes, if you want to try out the Roman expansion mod and try these new units for yourself, if you're a fan of Vanilla Attila, then feel free to check it out. The link is in the description. It's just simple install off the Steam Workshop. Very easy to put in. But yeah, let me know if you guys are enjoying this sort of thing. If you want to see more vanilla battles from time to time, I know a lot of you do not like Vanilla Attila. I really like the period. I really like the fall of the Roman Empire. I think it's a very fascinating time period. And I think the units look quite cool as well. It's like a antiquity meets like early Middle Ages. Yeah, these Romans are getting beaten back. I mean, the Goths aren't winning either though, apparently. So hard to say who's winning that fight. What have we got over here? More defectors going in. They are beating back these swords, though. Again, they have the archer support. And the Romans here are still holding this gate. Oh, this is not this gate, this bridge. But they are about to get rear charged here, so I'm sure this will help. In a sense, that they'll just get some easy kills here with the why do we really want to call them the Celts today? The Goths. Celts and Goths. I don't know why I'm getting that mix up, but there you go. But yeah, it does seem like at the moment the Goths are going to get pushed back across the river. There's just a whole swarm of Romans here. There's no way that they can hold back all of these Romans. I don't think they're getting rear charged. I don't think they're getting rear charged yet. I'm not sure. They look like they are. No, maybe not. Oh, they might be in a minute though. We have some Septimani Signores coming up. This elite sword unit here that's coming up. Here to defend his emperor. Honorous at the time. Yeah, I think there was a couple of cav. Yeah, actually, I think the cav is. There is Roman cav in here surrounding them. And we have more swords in it. I mean, this is going to be a brilliant target, though, for Gothic archers. I mean, there are some back there shooting, actually, elite Germanic archers. Focusing down all these units down here. I mean, they must be, yeah, getting some good kills, I'd imagine. Again, though, the Romans repulse the Goths on this flank here. It has been a brutal fight already for this one choke point here. It's been absolutely an awful sort of KD for the Goths, yeah. And the same here. Gothic warband retreating, taking heavy losses. I mean, they've inflicted decent losses on those spears, but the Legios come in and save the day. Over here, massive losses being taken as well for the Goths. It's really not looking good at this point in time. I mean, numbers, yeah, we've lost the number advantage of the Goths. But the elites are still to come in, and Rome is still burning. 67% it's at. I mean, that's minus 12 morale now. That is a considerable amount. So, I mean, going into fights, the Romans on morale, if you can get those debuffs on them, they could break really easily, that is for sure. I mean, they're winning over here at the Goths. They're making breakthroughs here. It's just whether they can sustain this push. It's quicker for the Romans to get fresh troops to the front line than it is for the Goths. And they are bringing up more Gothic Palatine and defectors. Germanic archers without ammo being sent in. Never a good sign. Got Javies back there that are weak. But we've got like plenty of other crossbows back here with full ammo. Sagittari as well. I mean, they haven't got so much ammo. Got elite spears here being brought up. Cornuti Signoris. This is the most elite spear you can get in the game. Or in that base game. For the Romans. Marching past their columns here. Columns of a better age, the golden age of Rome. Now they are on the downfall, I guess is probably the word I was looking for. I don't know. Words are hard apparently today. I mean, it's hard to watch the Romans here fight for their lives as they're battling for the city, the eternal city. But yeah, Gothic Palatine defectors here. They're battling on against these Bracciati Signores. They're shaken, so I mean, in theory, they could break now. With minus 12 morale, that is not good. I mean, it means that any Lotus breaks pretty damn quickly for the Romans. But I mean, it's still seeing that these elite troops here. I mean, the Celtae Signores are down to 24 men and wavering, but they're not phased. They don't care. You've got Cav here chasing some Gothic archers across the river here, and then they're being repulsed now by Gothic warband. And we're going to watch some cohorts and Gothic warband clash on this bridge. I'll see how these guys do. I mean, the Javis still flying on in. I mean, these cohorts are getting annihilated. Got archers still firing back as well. Still firing fire is a bit weird to be doing that. Germanic spears over here just beating back the Roman spears. And now onto the Legio they go. How well they'll do that, I do not know. The spears don't seem like they're too bad. I mean, in this scenario anyway, when the Romans have such a massive disadvantage in melee attack and melee defense and morale, it's certainly helping. I mean, they're certainly helping the spears anyway. They're still losing though, having a rough time. And over here on the walls, as you can see, we now have Thracian warriors up here, and these guys can focus down. But yeah, the Romans having a joy on this flank over here. They're just pouring up this infantry. I mean, we've got spears here, the Germanic levy. They're not going to do too much, I imagine. But yeah, we've got the swords here, Thracian warriors coming in. We've got archers here. They really need to support with their archers, because the archers can clean up and get some great kills, potentially. Spears are turning around here, though. They're now winning decisively, apparently. These Legio, I mean, they look great with the Pax Romana on their shield, like the P and the X, looks great. Oh, it's not the Pax Romana, it's the Chiaro, sorry. Getting my things. Pax Romana is the Roman peace, of course. How could I forget? There's no such thing as a Pax Romana now. Gothic warband. Battling away in here. These brave souls get sent in as like the the shock troops, the shock and all, they get sent in first. We have pikes actually from the Goths being sent up as well. I'm surprised they're not taking any fire yet from archers. I mean, that's a prime target for the Romans to take out. Oh, as I say, the Gothic pikes start to take some shots. And they're already losing men, jeez. They are light pikes, I guess, after all. Legio Commerciatus there, they've been sent in. They're a bit better than the normal Legio. We have swords being sent up over here as well. And Palatina defectors. But they are battling against the Herculani Senores. They are going to have a rough time there. But in the background, look what we can see. We can see some cavalry coming up. And they are going to get a charge onto the rear of these Romans here. And maybe influence this fight. I mean, they're only melee cav, but they might get a decent enough charge here. And yeah, not a bad one, that is for sure. It'll be certainly appreciated by the Gothic troops on this bridge here. I mean, the Sagittarii are nearly breaking. The Herculani are now losing because of that cavalry charge. So that is good to see. There are elite Palatina being sent up, though, now to deal with these defectors. And still, they cannot hold them back. Like, quite literally sending in the elites. They have it in their name. They're that elite. Probably got one of my favorite looking shields, though. The black and white with a bit of red shield. Oh, it looks great. It really does. The spears over here they're waiting for them. These elite spears that we saw earlier, the Cornuti Senores. They're waiting patiently. But I mean, all that's left to go in for the Visigoths on this side is Thracian Oathsworn. I mean, they are nasty. And my god, do they get some massive kills in this battle. But can't risk them just yet, I would have thought. There's still plenty of ammo knocking about for the Romans. But yeah, still got plenty of Romans there waiting. The cavalry over here is taking a lot of casualties, actually. They have missile capability. I don't know what exactly that is, whether it's a bow, whether it's a... Oh, it is. It's a bow. They have a bow in their hand. Okay. They can just shoot into the back of these Herculani Senores, which could be very useful. I mean, the Goths are now just storming across anything they can. They've got more warband in here. They've got swords in here. Desperately just trying to get across this bridge and try and make a bridgehead over there. It just seems as though the Romans have retreated. Maybe just to give the... I would say maybe to give them a bit of an area to start jabbing these Goths. But they're charging in. They don't care. We have Oathsworn in here actually as well. And they're being sent in. And these guys will probably rip through the Romans with their big swords. You can see them now. They're already just piling on through. This unit here already starting to waver. I mean, it isn't helped as well that the Oathsworn actually have a war cry ability, so they can just scare units. With the Protectores Dominici going in. Fairly standard, pretty solid infantry unit. I believe it's got pretty good melee defense. But yeah, they're getting sent in against the Oathsworn down here. I still imagine the Oathsworn will clean through these guys. Their melee attack is just so high. We've got more defectors in here. I mean, yeah, the Goths now trying to make a really considerable push. Not considerate, that is for sure. It wouldn't have been considerate at all because they've been here just burning the Romans home down to the ground. Lots of archers and javis are about to go into combat here with the Goths. We have Cav coming in as well. Rear charging their own men, that can't be good. We have Oathsworns over here, though. They are losing in combat to these spears, these elite spears. They need archer support or something like that. I mean, there are arrows coming in, but they've got to do some really nasty damage soon because these Oathsworns are otherwise going to get cleaned up by the spears. Spears kind of regarded as being kind of sucky in Attila, but they're doing okay against some of the best shock in the round. These Thracian Oathsworn don't mess about. Over on this side, seems as though the Goths have broken across the bridge here. The Thracian O-Swarm going in. They actually are doing a lot of damage right now. They're just like, you know what? I'm sick of this this hold up. I'm just going to use the elites to break through. They've done it. I mean, over here as well, Legio breaking, Septimani, Seniores. They're setting up their Germanic levy and they're managing to break through. We're seeing Javis and more swords get sent that way. Got the Celtae Seniores. These are the best of the best swords about. So yeah, they're getting sent out, but it looks like they're going out the gate. They are doing a sally out. So we have a sally out on the way, it seems. This is a bit of a risk. I mean, they're sending out some really elite swords actually to try and deal with them. I mean, out there is a general, there is a noble Germanic horse and pikes. So some tough units to fight, that is for sure, but not impossible. I mean, imagine if they just put a pike unit at the end of this bridge and just held back all these Romans. That would be painful for the Romans, that is for sure. Got Foederati swords down here just getting brushed aside. Germanic spears here again fighting Foederati spears. Germans versus Germans. What a sad sight. Well, not necessarily Germans for the Foederati, but more than likely they are. They're running for their lives. They're actually going to engage these elite Germanic archers over here and try and deal with them. But yeah, it seems as though the Goths are starting to make some breakthroughs here and there, you know, just managing to push back the Romans. I mean, what are the numbers looking like now? 5,800 against 5,300. They have massively turned the numbers around at the moment here. Big win there for the Goths. We've got Gothic Palatine defectors in here, engaging some Legio. The Romans are like, pull back, man! Code red! Time to pull back. Noble Foederati's Javis there. Get these Herculani Seniores back. These guys are just like in head-to-toe gold, by the way. They look kind of cool. They're getting shot to pieces by crossbows right now. It's good to see the crossbows can arc over stuff so much. It's kind of like in 12-12, which they kind of get now. O-Swans over here, they are cutting through these spears. Bit by bit, they are starting to waver. That is the severe burning of Rome taking effect, weakening even the most elite of units. Thracian O-Swans just defeating the spears there nice and easily. And then you even got like Celtic sling, oh not Celtic, why haven't we called them Celtic? It's probably because of Rome too. We've got Visigothic slingers in fact. They're going in. It's clearly a challenge for me today to remember that these guys are not Celts, but Goths. I mean the Celts did sack Rome famously. That was way before this point. That was in the early days of Rome. I mean, these Legio are in like a shield wall, which I don't think is actually helping them. I think that's limiting their melee attack. That's only pretty good for missile block, if I remember.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
Legio there, starting to waver, taking a lot of hits. Noble Foederati Javi's also wavering as well. I mean, yeah, not looking good here for the Romans. And we've got Herculani and Cicerons. They're still winning, but that's against slingers. It's no surprise. But yeah, I mean, the Goths are breaking through. They're finding little sneaky places to break through. We've got O-Sworn over here, I believe, taking on Protectores Dominici. Doministici. I'm definitely butchering that name. I do apologize to any Romans. Yeah, the O-Sworn here, I mean, they may be low on men, but they've still got that nasty melee attack. And they're combat even, actually. And the Protectores are actually wavering. They might break, to be honest, before the O-Sworn do it. Yeah, the O-Sworn are starting to win slightly. Oh my gosh, they turned that one around. That's all because of that morale, I think. I mean, currently, yeah, minus 12 still. It's brutal, it really is. I mean, the Romans initially starting off really well, and now starting to have a bit, it's starting to slide in favor of the Goths a bit. But they are still losing here, and there's a whole bunch of Romans crammed into these streets here. I mean, still got what we've got over here, spears. Got Septimani Signories engaged down here. They're also in head-to-toe in gold. Yeah, how are they doing? I mean, they're doing okay. We've got pikes coming up now to support as well. Generals being sent in, Gothic general there. We are seeing the Romans starting to get pushed back on the side here. We have Germanic horses coming to support. A general is dead. Oh, we have a Palatine guard dead here. So that is going to be the mass rout of one Roman army here. But we do have another general here who is chasing a Germanic noble general. It's risky business. If I remember correctly, though, these Germanic nobles, though they are very elite, don't actually have the greatest melee attack. The melee attack actually kind of sucks. Gothic pikes running for their lives. I think they're trying to run so they can either get up the walls or just like defuse the walls to defend the. And the Cavs going rushing in, or it's going to try rush in. Need to stay away from these spears. Even if they're crappy spears, they're not that. They're spears at the end of the day. The general though coming in here. These pikes maybe turn around and get him. Oh, we got Javis coming in, hitting this general here hard. And the sally out might, you know, actually achieve what it's trying to do and try and take out this general. It's going to take a lot of casualties against these elite Celtae Signores. And look at that, already down to 81 men. That is brutal. And the Mattiari as well, firing and just, you know, making sure that those that general's bodyguard is not getting out there alive. I mean, he's already focused on a heck of a lot. And there you go, a general has died, and it is in fact this one here. But yeah, the Goths aren't slowing down. That general loss might be a bit of a problem, but they've got places to be. They've got other Romans to kill. Herculani Signores over here. They're finally holding on. They're the furthest forward Romans now, I guess, bar the ones that are actually outside the city. Yeah, they're getting cut down to the last man by those Goths. It's brutal to see. I mean, also massive that the Goths take these capture points here. They're held by the Western Roman Empire. They do give a bit of a morale buff, but if the Goths get them, then it gives them a morale buff, and the Romans lose theirs. It's even more important. And we've got the Palatine defectors here. They're losing to the Septimani Signores, but it's a start.
The men are losing faith.
They just got to weaken these guys, and I think just like that they break. I mean, they've seen a lot of action. They are well in their right to run away now. I don't think the Romans can get back inside. That's the problem. This gatehouse here is locked. There's no way they're getting back inside. The pikes are down here. Got the crossbows on the wall. Yeah, there's no way these guys get back in. I mean, look at the angle these guys have. They can just train their crossbows there on the spears, pick their shots, and then just take their men out. Really nicely done there by the Gothic crossbows. Keep it up. I feel like they're reloading. They're taking a long time just to aim. Like, clearly they've got like, I don't know, eyesight issues or something. Like, they could have fired like multiple times by now. Maybe it's just to like, I don't know, for like, look at that. It took forever. Like, maybe that's just for the reload. I don't know. But yeah, Mattiari down here, they are. I don't know why they're coming for. Maybe they're just to jarry the pikes. And how much damage do they do? Yeah, a decent amount of damage, actually. They're taking a whole face full of bolts. Look at that. And then what is going on over here? Troops are starting to rally. But yeah, not too much apart from that. We've got Germanic nobles coming forward. The general here actually getting shot by these elite ballistari. A nice little sneaky spot here. I think they can get up these steps, kind of Goths. But yeah, still a nice little sneaky spot for sure. But anyway, I'm going to make a cut here because this is kind of where the battle takes a bit of a... just goes down a little bit, you know, in activity. So I'm just going to make a cut here and I'll see you guys in a moment when the battle picks up once again. Okay, so we are back, and as you can see, the Visigoths have brought more men now. I mean, there's still plenty of archers back here, plenty of crossbows, plenty of archers back here, ready and waiting to gun down these Goths that are waiting. I mean, we've got a lot of Thracian Oathsworn over here waiting. I mean, we've got a lot still to come up as well. And we've seen how good these guys have been so far, so the Romans are in for a bit of a struggle if they've got to fight those guys. In fact, the Romans are still outside the city here. They've got those Celtae Signores. They have managed to win. The Goths over here have managed to get their pikes all over here and to the gate. And it looks like they'll get them back inside. The Cav has been sacrificed, I think. But I'm not sure. Maybe not, actually. I think it is. No, it's back inside the city. So the Romans at this point are now just looking for a way in. Which, I mean, there were plenty with all these breach points here. But yeah, so the Romans are back in. And we now have the Goths making assaults. But I mean, they're getting pushed back. These Septimani Signores are just cleaning them out. We have some elite Gallic archers going in. We also have Thracian Oathsworns are going in. What are they taking on? Herculani and Niores here. I've not seen these guys before. They're a heavy spear unit. They're cool. I like their shields. With the golden eagle and the blue background. That's a real nice mix. They're battling out here. Under the columns as well. Oh, that's great. Yeah, they should push back these archers pretty easily, I'd imagine. Archers are actually already wavering and breaking in some areas. It's these Oathsworn you need to worry about. But there are also lots of crossbows over here with ammo, so I mean that's always good as well. They will certainly help support maybe shooting to the flanks over here. What have we got here? We've got a Magister Malatum, which is the main. It's like a cav unit usually, but they've dismounted it. I guess they just know they won't need cavalry once they're inside here, which is fair enough. We've also got Palatina Guard here. These are a pretty solid infantry unit. I believe they also have pretty bad melee attack, a bit like the general for the Visigoths. So I'd be interested to see how they do. They might get overwhelmed pretty easily. We will see. We have Sagittari over here. I mean, numbers at the moment is 3,800 against 2,500. I mean, you'd say that's pretty good odds for the Visigoths, but it's a pretty tough two choke point position for the Goths to attack now. And the city's stopped burning, so it's not like they're getting any more morale buffs or debuffs in the case if you're a Roman. We have slingers being sent in as well. Yeah, they're really just trying to throw in all the troops that they can right now. The Oathsworn, though, are taking names. Even if they're not really, like, fighting in, like, charging in anymore, they're still taking names. And still, like, 100 of them. 127, yeah. I mean, these Herculani Niores, they're doing okay for now, though. Seems like a pretty steady fight. They've got the height advantage. Being at the top of the stairs. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the battle. As you can see, if we look around most of Rome, Rome has been fairly well sacked and burnt a little bit. A whole 67% of it. It's looking pretty black and burnt right now. My gosh. But yeah, that is brutal. But yeah, it is still a fair amount of the siege to go. So do not leave just yet. The result has been undecided. The Romans may still pull this out of the bag. And wow, would it be amazing if they did. Defend Rome at such a cost. But yeah, these Oathsworn are now starting to lose. I think it's just because they're exhausted and also getting shot to pieces by these Ballistari here. But I mean, we do have also got like crossbows here for the Visigoths, also trying to have their mark on the battlefield. They're also shooting in here, trying to do some damage. Seems like they're apparently winning in some fights here. I don't know against what. Oh, maybe that Legio Constantiensis is broken. So yeah, these swords. Sorry, these spears. Sorry for the Romans. I keep thinking they're swords because they're a Herculani unit. These spears, I bet, have got insane kills. It seems like there's a lot of Germans breaking through their lines and just getting stabbed to pieces. Yeah, the Romans here starting to mop up some nice because, yeah, they've only lost like 60 men. I mean, there's still plenty of Oathsworn back here, but yeah, you're always going to be careful. There's a German general as well there. I mean, there's still also plenty of defectors over here with Javis as well. We still got pikes, cav. Yeah, they got some good assets still alive. We've got a general here as well, Manchester Militum. He is trying to maybe break back through to his Roman comrades. I don't know. The men are starting to waver over here, which is never a good sign. And in fact, those slingers are broken. It's now just the Oathsworn. But yes, look at this. It's like the Roman Forum or something like that. And it's seen better days, but like that. We've got some defectors going in, I think. Yeah, a little defector unit going in. I really love the bright shields that they got going on the Romans. They're great. Have we got any fresh troops going? It doesn't seem like it. There's a lot of movement going on back here. There's the Cyclar archers, I think. And there's also Germanic crossbows being set up over here. Spears are starting to lose their own waver. This is not a good sign for the Romans. This spear unit has held for a long time though, I guess. It's done its fair share of killing. It's done a shift. Probably got 200 kills, I'd imagine. Over on this side, though, there's literally been no movement here. And we actually have crossbows with ammo going in. Hopefully the Goths get those guys out of combat. The Septimani, Signoris won't mind, though. They're like, oh, yes, we'll take those easy kills any day. Yeah, they need to get out of combat, that's for sure. The Oathsworn down here, though, wavering. Oh, no, these are Palatina, sorry. Gothic Palatina defectors wavering, but with winning with 16 men in their unit. Crazy. I think they've finally broken, though, yeah. Finally giving in. I mean, these Thracian Oathsworn are down to 11 men themselves. Need to see some more units being sent in over there, that's for sure. What are the numbers looking like now? They are looking 3,000 against 2,300. We have the general fighting over here for one of the Roman armies. This is another Magister Militum here. Battling away. The noble Germanic horseman winning that fight there against the Magister Militum, and he is broken. They really should chase him down to make sure the general's actually dead. That would help with army like morale and stuff like that. I mean, these two units over here, Celtae Seniores, they are tired, but they're confident, and they've got good morale. These guys are a pain to kill. Don't want to have to try and do it. And they're still, look at them, they're scary ass with their gold armor and yellow like cloaks. They look great, they really do. But we are seeing spears start to break there. Those Herculani and Yores are broken, but it's fine. There's a spare. There's another unit coming up. Celtae Signore, another one, one in this settlement here waiting. But yeah, look at that shield wall with these beautiful colors for shields. Ah. And you've got like the Roman statues as well. They've seen better days. That's looks like a cursed shield if I've a cursed statue if I've ever seen one. Why I was saying it would look like a shield, I don't know. Septimina Seniores over there starting to break. And we're seeing a whole horde of troops coming up here. Oathsworn and Germanic nobles all getting sent up, looking for that breakthrough here against the Romans. If they can get it here and break through here and then get in amongst all those archers, that's a big win. But in go the Oathsworn. Melee attacks, I mean the charge doesn't seem that emphatic, but there you go. I mean hopefully they will break through. And there you go, the Celtae Signores look like they've been sent in as the Protectores Dominici have broken. So we have the elites being sent in there, and we also have pikes being brought up as well. They might help in this fight, but it's hard to say. Legio Commonstientis there, they're waiting. But the Gothic Palatina defectors, they seem like they're clearing up house down here. Lots of archers left for the Romans, but they still have a Foederati spear. Another Legio Commonstiensis there. We've got more Protectores Domestici, sorry. And then Palatina Guards. Yeah, some solid units still there. Oh, the Celtae Signores. Look at that wavering already. That is a problem. That's like they're well over 100 men. And they broke just like that. I mean, might have helped that the Oathsworn do have a Warcry ability that probably helps for them. But yeah, these Celtae Signores getting carved up. And now there's just Javis and archers waiting. The Romans were not thinking that their swords would break that quickly. And now the Goths can rush in. And they're inside. And this is the beginning of the end for the Romans. They're in trouble now. Rome is going to fall. The Goths are going to rule here temporarily until they move on. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll stay. Maybe they'll make their own Gothic Empire. I couldn't think of anything more cursed, to be honest. The Gothic Empire. But yeah, these guys are already starting to break. The archers desperately firing, trying to get some more kills on these Oathsworn. They are vulnerable to archers. But yeah, here we go. Romans coming in. Protectores and Legio Commonstiensis being sent in. They're going to try and hold back the tide of Goths. Or not. Maybe they're running for their lives. I don't think they've broken. They just, quite literally, the players decided to retreat them. And the Romans are getting overwhelmed. They've got the Palatina Guard breaking just like that. That is huge. And these Legio Commonstiensis are the only thing standing now between Rome and ruin. And salvation for Rome. I don't think they'll get it, but you've got to believe in hope. And the Oathsworn are clean up here. They've already broken that Legio Commonstiensis. Now they can get into the archers. Oh, it's not looking good there. I mean, they still got units over here. They still got... Should have really retrieved this Foederati spear, but I don't know how much that would have helped. If, like, their more elite swords are breaking this early on, it does not really matter. Pikes in here, just harassing the swords, making sure that they can't really get into combat too easily. There's another pike unit coming up. And there, yeah, there's a whole stream of Legio Commonstiensis breaking. And the archers are now being attacked. And just like that, the Sagittarii are breaking. They're running for their lives. They're off to find their loved ones and pray for hope and salvation as Rome gets sacked here. But yeah, the Palatina Guards have actually rallied over here. Brave men, but they all die soon. They all die. I mean, there's a massive crush of Romans down here as they try and run for their lives. I don't know where they're running to, but the cap point has been taken. We've got some Celtae Signores here. Actually, weirdly, a barricade just appeared here as well. But, like, I mean, people have been fighting here, and this just appeared. So that's a weird one. But yeah, the Celtae Signores are the last thing standing. They're already wavering. So yeah, that's probably going to be an easy enough obstacle to come over. But yeah, we will just fast forward until the Celts get there. But yeah, I will make a quick cut and we'll just see the end result in a moment instead, because I think these units break pretty much instantly. So there you go, guys. It's a Pyrrhic victory for the Visigoths. They did just quickly rout those Celtae Signores. Wasn't anything to see. They just literally got quite close to them and then just broke them. But yeah, this was a scenario that we did on the Discord. I was playing as one of the Visigoth armies. It was a really good one, really good fun. Thank you to everyone that took part in it. I mean, I got some pretty damn nice kills. I mean, we got some even nicer ones than some players. But 235 with my general, then my defector here getting 254, 240, 349 with the Oathsworn unit here. Then 146 with slingers. Some really good kills there. 286 actually with an axe unit there. I mean, even spears did okay with 147. Then we have Mythic playing as another Visigoth army. 195, 206 with his defectors. 519 with an Oathsworn. And then 528 with another. His other did 344, so did really well. This is the worst one of the bunch. And then we've got his archers here with 100 kills, 176 kills with his cav. Angry Peasant playing as the Visigoths as well, getting 306 with his warband, 190 with another, 183 with his defectors, 255 with the Oathsworn, 411 with another, 423 with another, 108 with his archers. Then we have Aesthetic Monkey playing as the final Visigoth army, 175 kills with the levy. Swords getting 109 kills, 125 with his Thracian warriors, 131 with the Germanic band, 225 with the cav. Then we have God playing as the Western Roman Empire, getting 103 kills with the spears here, so 110 with the Legio. Elite Palatina getting 155, 110 with the Celtae Signores before they broke, 159 with the cav, 223, 225 with his crossbows. Thundernut playing pretty damn well with the spears here, getting 205 kills, 204 with his elite spears. Here's the Herculani Signores getting 245 kills, 270 kills with the Ballistari there. Crank getting 348 kills with these Herculani and Iores. They did very well. Septimina Signores getting 271 kills. His swords, his Legio Commerciensis getting 118 kills, and Cyrus playing as the final Roman army. 197 kills with his Celtae Signores, 310 with his Elite Ballistari. And then, yeah, nothing else much, getting too many kills. But there you go, guys. Rome was sacked indeed. And that is a sad thing to see as Rome slowly falls into decay. But if you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next battle.